In operation research, hope you understand replacement problem. Now, second one I'm going to start today, that is called game theory. So game theory is one of the technique whenever there is a conflict situation between more than one player. So that is called game. So here we have a two type of method to solve game theory. Number one, Maximin, Minimax, Minimax principle. Maximin, Minimax principle. The method number one. So method number two, dominance principle. Dominance principle. Okay, in these two methods for the final exam, definitely one question. Definitely they can ask you for the second POC. Okay, let me start first technique. The first method. The question is like this. For the following payoff matrix, for the following payoff matrix, find the solution. Find the solution. Find the solution using Maximin, Minimax principle. Full stop. Is the game fair? Is the game fair? Okay, question mark. So this is the first question. For the following payoff matrix, find the solution using the Maximin Minimax principle. Is the game fair? Okay, this is the statement of the question. Fine. Now, player A. Player A, three strategy, A1, A2, A3. Player A, three strategy, A1, A2, A3. Here there is a player B. Player B. So there is a B1, B2, B3, then B4. Okay. So first row 10, 8, 6, 20. Second row 20, 12, 7, 9. Next 3, 2, 3, 2. So here 3 rows, 4 columns. Okay. This is the first question to solve game theory using Maximin Minimax principle. So let me start the solution. The first one. The first one. Minimum payoff of. So minimum payoff of each row is circled. Each row is circled. Minimum payoff of each row is circled. Yes. This is step number 1. Minimum payoff of each row is circled. Okay, very good. Now, which is the minimum number in each row, we're going to circle it. First row 10, 8, 6, 20. So 6 is the circle. Second row, 12, 20, 7, 9. Minimum is 7. And then 3, 2, 3, 2. Minimum is 2. 2 times, yes, 2 times you're going to circle it. Okay. Second, maximum payoff of. Maximum payoff of each column is boxed. Maximum payoff of each column is boxed. Look at the 4 columns are there. The first column 10, 23. So 20 is the box, maximum number. Now 8, 12, 2, maximum is 12. Okay. Now B3 column 6, 7, 3. So maximum is 7. Yes. And the last one 20. Last one 20 is the maximum number. So we're going to circle it. Okay. The next one. The circle as well as box. So that is important. The circle as well as boxed. Come on. The saddle point. Circle as well as box. The saddle point is 7. The next one. The saddle point position. The saddle point position. So look at that. Circle as well as box. This existence there. A2 and B3. But you are going to write only numerical number. So 2, 3. So only 2, 3. The next one. The optimal strategy. The optimal strategy for player. Player A is A2, both numerical and alphabetical. The next one. The optimal strategy. The optimal strategy for player B. Player B is B3. So finally, the value of gain. Finally, value of gain. So plus 7 to A, plus 7 to A, minus 7 to B. So what do you mean that plus 7 to A, minus 7 to B? Finally, the circle as well as box positive number is there. So player A won the game and player B lost the game. I repeat, when the circle as well as box always positive number come, and even negative also, but sometimes always positive. So it means what? Plus nothing but gain, minus nothing but loss. So player A won the game and player B lost the game. Finally, the game is unfair because value of circle as well as box. The answer is 0 is there. So 0 comes with the fair game, but 0 is not 0. That is called unfair. Especially this problem, the game is unfair. So the game is unfair. Yes. So this is the first problem to solve Maximin Minimax principle for the technique number 1, game theory. Okay. Now I'm going to erase it. So consider for the second problem. Okay. So problem number 2. Yes, problem number 2. Player A, A1, A2, A3, A4. Same problem. Solve game problem using Maximin Minimax principle. So player B. So B1, B2, so B3, so B4. Okay. First one. -7, 7, -2, 4. Now 0, -2, -1, so 2. Third row, 3, 0, -2, 3. B4, -5, -5, 0, 6. Okay, this is the second problem to solve Maximin Minimax principle. Step number 1. Minimum payoff of each row is circled. Minimum payoff of each row is circled. How many rows are there? 4 rows, 4 columns. Okay. The first row, -7, 0, -3, -5. So which is the minimum number? Similarly, -7, -2, 0, -5. So -2, -1, -2, 0. And 4, 2, 3, 6. So what is the step number 1? Minimum payoff for each row is circled. Minimum payoff of each row is circled. Okay. The 2 is the minimum number for last row. And here -2, -2, here -5. So -7 is the minimum. Now next, maximum payoff of each column is boxed. Okay. Every column, which is the maximum number, you have to put a box. Here, 7. Here, 0. Sorry, 2. Sorry, 2. Maximum number. Here, 3. 2 times. And here, 6. Look at that. We got an answer, circle as well as box. That is called +2. Now, the circle as well as box. The circle as well as boxed. Come on. The saddle point. The saddle point is 2. So next, saddle point position. Saddle point position. Look at that, A4, B2, but so 4, 2. Next, the optimal strategy. The optimal strategy for player A is A4. Now, the optimal strategy The optimal strategy for player B is B2. Player B is B2. Finally, value of game. Value of game. Look at that circle as well as box. We got 2. So the player A plus 2 to A and minus 2 to B. Why we are writing like that? That is the game theory principle. Finally, just we are going to write value of game is 2. There's no use. So you are supposed to explain whether who owned the game there. Whether player A owned the game, player B lost the game. According to this problem, so we have a circle as well as box positive number. So definitely plus nothing but gain, minus nothing but loss. So value of game is plus 2 to A, minus 2 to B. There's nothing but player A owned the game and player B lost the game. The final statement, the circle as well as box, the answer is not 0. So that is, the above game is unfair. So the above game is unfair. So this is the second problem for Maximin Minimax principle. So we'll go problem number 3. So we'll go problem number 3. Okay. So player A, A1, A2, A3. Now player B. So player B, B1, B2, so B3. Okay, the number is first row. So 1, 3, 1. 0, minus 1, minus 3. Then 1, 5, minus 1. Now, there is a third problem to solve game theory using Maximin Minimax principle. The first one, minimum payoff of each row is circled. Each row is circled. How many rows are there? 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay. First row minimum 1, then 1. Second row minimum minus 3. Third row minimum minus 1. Okay, second one. Maximum payoff of each column is boxed. Each column is boxed. Okay, first row 1 is 2 times. 1 is 2 times. Next maximum is 5. And here also there is a 5. Note that here surprisingly 2 numbers we got, that is 1. 2 times we got circle as well as box. Don't worry, we are able to write it aramse. Okay. The circle as well as box. The circle as well as boxed. Come on, saddle point is 1. The saddle point position. The saddle point position. Here you have to write 2 positions there. So 1, then. So 1, 1 and 1, 3. Okay. Now optimal strategy. The The optimal strategy for player A is A1. Similarly, the optimal strategy for player B is B1 and B3. Guys, note that this is the way to write. When two positions we got circle as well as box. The finally value of game is +1 to A -1 to B. So player A won the game and player B lost the game. Finally, the above game is unfair. Yes. This problem speciality, two positions we got circle as well as box. That way the saddle point position is 1, 1 and 1, 3. And the optimal strategy for player B is then B1 and B3. Right, this is the third problem for matrix minima method technique. So this is the way to solve it. Okay, we'll go one more question. So player A, A1, so A2, then A3. Now player B, B1, B2, B3, B4. The first one, 4, 2, 0, 5. Second row, -1, -2, 0, -3. So -3, 1, -3, 0. Okay. Method number 1. So minimum payoff of each row. Minimum payoff of each row is circle. Minimum payoff of each row is circle. First row, 0. Second row, -3. Third row, -3, -3. Okay. Next, maximum payoff of each column. Each column is boxed. Each column is boxed. Okay, first is 4. Here 2. Here maximum is 0. And here also 0, 2 times. And here there is a 5. Okay. So the circle as well as boxed. Come on. The circle as well as box. Saddle point position. Saddle point position is 0. Saddle point position is 0. The optimal strategy The optimal strategy for player A is so before that, okay, so saddle point position we require. Okay, before that, the saddle point position, so saddle point position, is 1, 3. So 1, 3. 1, 3. Then the optimal strategy for player A is A2. Player A is A2. Player A is A1. Sorry. Player A is A1. So similarly, the optimal strategy for player B is so B3. Player B is B3. The last step, value of game. Value of game is 0 for both the player. 0 for both the player. 0 for both the player A and B. When 0 comes, so this is the way to write. When not 0, plus minus you are going to write it. Finally, the above game. Finally, the above game is fair game. Finally, the above game is fair. So this is the way to do for matrix minima method. In game theory, so almost we did 4 problems. Okay, method number 2. So that is called dominance principle. Method number 2 is called dominance principle. So that is called part 2 video. So you people are get it. Thank you. Okay, ಇವಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. You are done.
Sir.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆನ್ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು? 4 ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಾ? We did 4. ಹಲೋ, ಮಾತಾಡ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಡಾಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರೆಡಿ, ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಅವಾಗ.
ಹಾಂ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನು 4 minutes ಇದೆ.
ಸರ್ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಿಮ್
ಬಂತಾ
ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಕಟ್
ಇವ್ರದ್ದು?
ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇದನ್ನ?
ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? 4 ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಾ, 5 ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಾ?
ಸರ್ 4 ಸರ್.
4 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹಾ.
ಓಕೆ. This is matrix minima method. The second method is dominance. ಗರ್ಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಓಕೆನಾ? ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಲೆಟ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಪೆನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೋ ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ ಸಿಗೋಣ.